My name is Teresa, and this time we're going to talk about human performance and the creation of safety culture. And I'd like to tell you a story. It's a story about balancing risk and the impact on culture. We were in the last stages of a project that had dragged on in one form or another for several years. We were near the end, with the final commissioning in our sights. We really wanted this project completed, for a few reasons. First, it closed out a major process safety risk, and we were anxious to be operating with an inherently safer design. Secondly, it was almost the end of the year, and if we didn't spend the capital funding before year end, the funding would disappear. It was November, and everyone was feeling the crunch to get this project buttoned up before Christmas. Let's stop here and talk about what creates safety culture. First, there's the design of our equipment. In this case, the old design had been recognized as not being as safe as it could be, and we were upgrading it. We were spending money to make our site safer, an important act that supported our messaging about safety. The project was also very complex. Retrofitting a new part into an old site is never straightforward. This meant it required extra focus to ensure we could apply the right level of quality and thoroughness. At the same time, there was a real push to get the work done. Time pressure is one of the main things that pushes us to the efficiency end of the efficiency thoroughness spectrum. Time pressure comes from a lot of places. It can come from supervisors who imply it would be good to get this done this shift. But more critically, it also comes from our internal clock. In the case of this project, everyone knew we'd be working Christmas if we didn't get this to a state where we could leave it for the holiday. Our site had a strong intervention culture, with good practices around stopping the job if there was any hint that safety was at risk. Nevertheless, I suspect the expectation on finishing the work probably made it a little harder to stop. And peers who also wanted to be done before the Christmas break may have reinforced this. Another part that creates safety culture is rules, but I want to highlight rules are not enough to make a workplace safe. Culture comes to bear in the choices we make. Every choice has every part of the picture coming together in split-second decisions. We demonstrated a commitment to safety by removing the design risk and by listening to workers when they showed us the reality that the timeline couldn't be met without more resources. Talking to frontline workers to find out what's really happening at the interface of design, task complexity, tools, rules, and expectations is where we really learn how we can help create a safety culture. We often say that frontline supervisors, managers, and leaders are responsible for the creation of a safety culture. We focus on who creates or removes risks. I think this is true with one important add. We need to ask our workers and ourselves, what is responsible for the creation of risk? No person can truly change a culture without changing what feeds into that culture. So if you're looking to make a real change in safety culture at your place of work, draw yourself a picture and ask, what is responsible for the creation of risk in this picture? And change it.